Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm once again very happy that you could join us yesterday and today on this session. And now I'm going to speak about CPP from a museum's perspective and the Hungarian National Museum's efforts on this field. So first of all, just really some words about our museum. You are in our main building now. This is the oldest public museum in Hungary and also a national memorial, and we are the caretakers of more than 3 million objects, which is a huge number, and we are collecting, preserving and exhibiting all these types of objects connected to the history of Hungary and the region. So this is the main task, and we also have some national reading role in the archaeological exploration, for example, the preventive archaeological excavations related to major investments that belongs to this National Archaeological Institute. Also, the museum digitation is one of our main tasks, and providing postgraduate trainings and participating in higher education activities, that's also an extra task for us. Here you can see our exhibition spaces and member institutions in Hungary and in Budapest. So it's only the Hungarian ones. We have some abroad in Turkey, in Poland, in the Czech Republic, and we did not mark here the storerooms and other areas of our museum. But here you can see it's really a large institution with 700 employees anyway. So when we are speaking and thinking about CPP, we have some main questions, and here you can read them. I'm not going to say all of them, but how to secure the cultural property which is entrusted to us. This is one of our main questions. The next one, how we can help the fight against the illicit trafficking of artifacts and the illegal excavations. And the third huge thematics is how we can join the international efforts and the international cooperation on maybe post-conflict recovery or post-disaster recovery and other activities like this. So it's a very, very multi-layered task of the protection of cultural heritage, and I'm not going to speak about this much because we all know this, but here I just marked some of the most important points for us. So museum security, of course, this is the basis or one of the bases of everything. Yesterday we had some very nice lectures on this topic. Now I just wanted to share with you that in our museum, this work is coordinated and led by Eva Kajó, and they are responsible for the gallery attendants, the armed security guards, and also the mechanical and electronical protection, so the CCTVs and everything, and they are constantly renewing them, so you can read those there. And also another basis is the conservation and restoration. We have two large departments dealing with this topic. One is responsible for the main tasks here. The other one is rather concentrating on training of restorers. And if we are talking about CPP, we have to think about these extreme situations, so the armed conflict, terrorism and other extreme acts, natural and human-made disasters, and the illegal activities such as theft, looting, vandalism, illicit trafficking, illegal excavations. And these are the topics which, when we started to think about these, we realized quite at the beginning that these are the questions that we cannot handle on our own because we are only one actor of these. So we are really very committed to the awareness raising, the capacity building, building cooperations and networks, because we want to be able to respond in extreme situations on one hand, so we can respond ourselves. And the other hand, we want to be able to provide help upon request to other institutions. So this is a very large task what we are facing now, and that's why we are here, for example, now. So these are the short-term goals. The planning and capacity building is the most important point now, and later we will go ahead. So how we started it? We have some new specialized tasks within the institution. One is the CPP, which is rather concentrating on the crisis situations. There is a strategy which is developed and managed by me, but I have some very good co-workers, and there is an appointed risk manager now as well. It's Lajos Super. And also there is another new project within the institution, which is to reveal losses of our museum. So to see our collections, see what's missing, recover the missing and stolen objects. And this is led by my colleague Péter Buzinkai, who is also going to have a lecture on this special topic later on today. So the awareness raising and initiating the interdisciplinary dialogue, what we are having now, and we are very happy for this. This year it's the third large conference on this topic in our museum. The first one was at the end of March. It was the first national conference on CPP. It aimed to coordinate the work of the cultural, the humanitarian, the military, the law enforcement, and the administrative bodies to protect cultural heritage, especially in crisis situations. Then we provided space for the expo on security, which was also very important for us because many law enforcement and military actors were here, and we could speak about the cultural property protection for them from our point of view. And then we are here now, and we are very glad that you are all here with us today. And here I mark the Budapest Defense Committee and Colonel József Borsos, because after the first conference, we met him and we started to work together with him. So he already made a risk analysis for us, and that's why it's so important to meet each other's work and start to help each other. Another new project which came right after this first conference is this Archeodox Hungary project. It's led by Blanka Beretsky, an archaeologist, and two dog trainers are taking part in it. The main aim is to train dogs to find and indicate objects of archaeological age hidden in a vehicle or package, just like they do it with drugs and other things. So for now, we are training 4 dogs, and the results are promising, but we are at the beginning of the work, so a huge work is ahead of us. Also, the community archaeology, which was mentioned before by Director Kovács here. So it's a long-going project launched some years ago, and our archaeologists are working together with volunteers all around the country. And we also opened an exhibition 1.5 years ago from the main findings which they found together. But as he also mentioned, this whole project raises a lot of questions, and we are always discussing it along with the police. And just as Mr. Kovács said, we really would like to speak more about it and see what we can do and how it would be the best to do this. So collecting and checking provenance, that is very important. It is one of the main tasks of a museum, we all know that. But because of this task, we have a long-going cooperation with the police, because the museologists of our museum are doing consulting work for them upon request. And now we have a new cooperation with the OSCE's Heritage Crime Task Force, which is based in Vienna, and we were invited this summer to join their task force. So we are very happy to be able to do that. Maybe in December we will be in Vienna with them. And it's about a program to train people from all over the world to find these tasks what we were talking about before. Capacity building and participating in international courses. So learning practical tools, methodologies, improve skills focused on one or two specialized questions. So many of you were either with me on these trainings or educated me on these trainings, and I'm very happy for that. So this was last year in Krems. It was a CPP pilot course by the European Security and Defense College and the University of Krems. Later there will be a little more about this maybe, but it was a specialized training for civil-military cooperation to protect CPP, and it was really, really very good. Other two very good opportunities were the international training course on cultural heritage and disaster risk management in Kyoto, provided by the UNESCO, the ICROM, and the Ritsumeikan University. It was a very intense and very, very good training. And the other one, the Summer School on Post-Conflict Recovery of Cultural Heritage by UNESCO, ICROM, and the Fondazione Sant'Agata in Rome. It was also very, very good. So I highly recommend all of these to all of you, because it's always good to find something new. And now, I would like to speak about some of our international projects. These are mainly EU-funded Horizon Europe projects. One is the Green Art, which you can see here. We have 26 partners in it. We are the 27th. And the main aim is to find new solutions to preserve, conserve, and restore cultural heritage based on green and sustainable materials and methods. And here you can read a little more about it. And our role in this project is to provide, of course, the relevant artwork and the cultural object, and also to bring in some green methods. And also we are doing the monitoring whether these are working or not. The other project is the AURORA. It aims to help the fight against the illicit trafficking of cultural property, also a Horizon Europe project. But I'm not going to speak about this too much, because very soon there will be a whole lecture on this, so I just let this topic. But the most important part of it is to create an effective digital identity for the artwork, and through that we can be able to analyze it and follow its route. So that is the main idea. Also, with the European Union, we have other negotiations, and we are just joining the network of Friends of the Protection of Cultural Heritage, which consists of EU states, the EU Commission, and the UNESCO. And the next session will be on the 1st of December. We will be there. I don't know, I hope we will meet some of you there. And we are in very close relationship with our counselor at the permanent representation of Hungary in Brussels, Dr. Lajos Rajci. He is a diplomat specially in task with cultural heritage protection. So we are very happy that we have someone there who is concentrating especially on this work. Also, we had a field trip in Turkey this year with one of my colleagues. We had, in fact, 2 trips. We went to the area which was mostly affected by the earthquakes. So here you can see the Gaziantep castle in June. Here, 1 month later in July, when we could actually enter the castle. The main aim was to go there and see how maybe we could help to rebuild the cultural heritage. Also, I brought some picture from Hatay province, from different towns and cities, so Antakya, Arsuz, Altinözü, but Zeynep will speak about this topic very largely, so I don't want to speak more about it. We do have some ideas how we could help them, but it's still under construction. But we are having for sure is this project, the Osmaniye. It was also affected by the earthquake, but fortunately not so heavily. And at the Osmaniye Cultural Center, we had an exhibition and a small museum on Béla Bartók, who is a Hungarian composer. And the Hungary Helps Agency, who was here yesterday, is finalizing a project to rebuild this whole cultural center and the museum in it as well. And we are taking a role of consultancy in this. Also, I think the Hungary Helps mentioned it yesterday, the project with the Terra Sancta Museum in Jerusalem. Now we are in connection with them, we are trying to, and we will provide a training for the restorers, but they said that they would like to select first the people they would like to train. So now they are going through this selection phase, and after that, when we know who will be the one who we will train, then we will start it. Maybe at the end of next year we can start this training course. So the conclusion of my lecture is that we started to deal with this very, very huge and large topic, and we realized that we cannot do it on our own, and that's why we are here. We are really looking forward to have other new cooperations, and that's why I wrote these 3 here, the communication, cooperation, and coordination of this work. So that's what we are believing in, and that's why we are here now, and we are once again very, very thankful for you to be here with us now. Thank you.